Backstage Pass, Rockstar Pro Wrestling's official podcast. It's the ultimate opportunity to look behind the scenes at a Rockstar and hear from the wrestlers themselves. Here are your hosts, Chris Poland and Griffin Gunn.
Hello and welcome to Backstage Pass, Rockstar Pro Wrestling's official podcast. Here we are, episode 24.
24 big ones, man.
Do you remember 24? How far removed are you from 24?
Hey, are we allowed to say this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I turned a big 3-0 this year. So
Oh, that's right. You did, didn't you?
Yeah.
I'm years past that now.
Years past it?
Yeah.
You don't look it, man.
Oh, thank you very much.
I'm sure everybody visually watching through this audio podcast agrees.
Agreed. You're listening to, of course, the voice of Rockstar Pro Wrestling, Mark Turner. Thanks for joining me, Mark.
Sorry for that awkwardness.
That's okay.
Yeah, I didn't know what to think of your amazing introduction there. Thank you. And yeah, I'm ready to rock. Let's go.
And me, Chris Poland. Still no Griffin Gunn.
Nope.
But you know what? The next episode, not to hype it too much, but episode 25, I imagine, is going to be better than 1,000 Super Bowls.
Oh, yes.
And just maybe, Griffin Gunn may be able to join us.
You know what? As much as that guy gets on my nerves, I would love to have him back here. I'd love to chat with him a little bit, a little back and forth, and see what's going on in his life. I mean, I'm sure the Grinch had kind of a poor Christmas this year, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe we'll have a little nostalgia trip. But we'll see. Maybe that'll be up to, we can leave it to the Rockstar Nations to abuse him on Twitter until he shows up for this episode 25 spectacular.
Hey, I like it.
But let's focus on the matter at hand. That's episode 24, where we are right now, leading into our January iPPV Heroes Holiday Homecoming.
That's right. I mean, all the stuff that's happened this past month is just insane, you know?
It has been a crazy month, for sure.
We almost need like a weekly podcast, but I mean, I don't know. That might be too much work. I don't know about you.
But, I don't know. Maybe if they put us on the full-time payroll.
I like that idea. Now you're thinking.
Maybe we can do that.
Those wheels are turning.
Yeah.
But yeah, so much has happened. I mean, a killer Christmas last month. Mm-hmm. Crazy iPay-per-view. Mm-hmm. What a sensational triple threat match that stole the show. As you would expect.
Yeah.
Killer versus killer versus killer. And Jake Christ wound up on top.
Yeah, hands down, one of my favorite matches of the year. Highly entertaining, full of passion and drama. And you know what? All three of those guys put everything out on the line. It was a hell of an entertaining, high-impact match.
Yeah, high impact, to say the least. Mm-hmm. I mean, the second the bell rang, they went balls to the wall, nonstop. It probably went no longer than 15 minutes, which I expected it to go longer, but it was just nonstop action. 1,000,000 miles an hour for that 15 minutes. So a sensational match.
Yeah, and in the aftermath, if I remember correctly, Ron Mathis maybe slightly butthurt, but they pulled back together at the end, and it seems like everyone's on the same page again.
Well, Ron Mathis, the one thing that's eluded him throughout his career here in Rockstar Pro, he's done everything else there is, but he's never won that Rockstar Pro Championship. And
that's true.
I think he believed that was his number one opportunity right there. Like, he almost had the match won a few times, came up just a bit short, Jake retained, and you could see he was a little upset afterwards. It was a little emotional, but then he got over it, and the three of them shook hands, which is what we all want to see.
Yeah, it's true. Rockstar is about competition. It's, I think, only enhanced when those competitors, have maybe something personal on the line, when it means that much more to them.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it was just a sensational match, and if you haven't seen it yet, you can go to DIYWrestling.com right now as we speak, or maybe wait for half an hour till this is over.
Yeah.
And order it right now. Or you can come here to the Rockstar Pro Arena any Wednesday, any iPay-per-view, and buy the DVD in person.
That's right. You can see highlights like the amazing triple threat match between OI4K for the Rockstar Pro Championship. And you can, in a JFK-style rewind and watch again, see C.W. Scott horribly injure himself.
Oh my gosh, yes. What a horrible moment that was. I mean, we all hate that guy, but nobody wishes that upon him. I mean,
no.
He had... And the goofiest thing of all, I would say, is that he has him up doing the Ryback move, of all things. And it was almost like, it was destined for him once he picked him up to do that, and his leg
man.
gave out on him. His ankle was, I don't even know, dislocated? What did they say the proper term was? I think it was broken in multiple places, but he's going to be out for a very long time.
Yeah, much of next year, well, by the time you hear this, much of this year,
That's right.
It looks like C.W. Scott will be out of action, but I'm sure he'll still have his fingers in a lot of pies here in Rockstar.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll have his fingers in a lot of pies for sure.
That wasn't meant to be, innuendo or anything.
I took it that way.
It's a figure of speech.
Well, the unfortunate thing is that, C.W. Scott is gone, but the man simply known as Michael apparently has taken his spot as majority owner in Rockstar Pro, as if he didn't have enough to brag about here on the podcast.
Jesus Christ. You think that man's head could get any bigger?
It just might, unfortunately.
I guess, if nothing else, we can hope that he'll put himself into more hardcore matches where, he'll... bleed for our amusement.
That is true, and that just might happen to him at our next iPay-per-view at a Heroes Holiday Homecoming when he faces the Bulldozer Matt Tremont. And what a crazy match that is going to be.
Indeed, that is going to be a wild one for sure. Heroes Holiday Homecoming, that's some good alliteration.
Yeah.
And again, that's Friday, January 2nd, 2015. First pay-per-view of the year here at Rockstar. So be here, bells at 7:30, I believe, $10, $15 for front row seats.
That's right.
It's going to be awesome. Before we get to the rest of that card, there's a few other things going on here in Rockstar. We have a new website that looks awesome.
Yes, it does. We're finally getting up with the days. I mean, 2015's here.
Yeah.
In a few hours. Well, I guess a few hours ago if you're listening to us.
Yeah, I have no idea.
So by the time people actually hear this, it might actually be 2016 for all we know. But,
It may well.
But nonetheless, the website looks great right now, and we're finally up to date with the times, which is a good thing, obviously.
Yeah, the site's great. You can actually hear episodes of this show in MP3 form rather than watching that on YouTube, so that's a nice alternative as well.
That's so much more convenient for me personally, so I love that.
There is a nice roster of the Rockstar roster. You can learn a little bit more about all the wrestlers here, past, present, and maybe future. I don't know.
That's right.
But it's pretty cool. Speaking of new things and new appearances, the Rockstar Arena has a bit of a different layout of late too, right?
Yeah, it looks nice. They set up the entranceway differently. The seats are a little different. We still have the two main sides like we usually do, but now we have a fourth front row of seats just on the other side of the curtain of the backstage area. And I see some people seem to be apprehensive to sit there the last few weeks. I don't know if they realize they're allowed to sit there or not, but you certainly are each and every Wednesday. It's a great seat. Go check it out. We can surround the whole ring now. With fans.
You're going to be on the hard camera. You can be internet famous just by sitting in that front row.
Absolutely.
Bring your signs, dress like a jackass, do something to make your mark on this world.
That's right.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I think somebody just died out on 3rd Street, but I'm not sure.
Well, the police have their hands full this time of year with, drunks, but...
It is New Year's Eve.
Let's try to keep it non-violent as much as possible out there on 3rd Street. We talked a little bit about A Snowman Cometh during the Killer Christmas, right?
You love that name, don't you?
Well, let's go ahead and put this out there, right? We had November Coming Fire.
That we did.
We had A Killer Christmas, A Snowman Cometh.
That he did.
Now we have Heroes Holiday Homecoming. And while I do love the alliteration there,
yes,
we've had come in the title for 3 pay-per-views in a row.
I was wondering if you would bring that up.
Well, I did. So, again, I put that to you, members of the Rockstar Nation, to maybe come up with a alternative title for February's pay-per-view, with or without the word "come" in it.
That's true. Instead of naming the pay-per-view 3 for the 3-year anniversary, we just call it "come." I don't know. That's it.
Coming thrice.
Coming thrice. I like that.
It's something. Regardless of the name, Heroes Holiday Homecoming is going to be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
We know by the name itself that Chris Hero, who will be here, and we know that he'll be in action. Yeah,
Chris Hero will be in action this Friday. We're recording this right now before Wednesday's show.
That's right.
Chris Hero's in a tag match with the title on the line, and we're not sure how that's going to fall out.
Right.
But Chris Hero will be in a match this Friday, and the there will be a separate match with a Rockstar Pro Championship on the line in some form. I know that.
Yeah. Well, who knows? Chris Hero may walk out of here tonight as the Rockstar Pro Champion.
He very well could. I mean, this is a tough match if you're Jake Christ. I mean, it's a tag match, but whoever gets a pinfall in the tag match is champion. So not only does he have to make sure he wins the match, he has to make sure his own partner doesn't get the pinfall.
That's true.
That is a difficult situation, to say the least.
That's quite a predicament to be put in, for sure.
This Friday is going to be off the charts, though. Chris Hero will be here, and if you guys haven't seen Chris Hero, you've been living under a rock. This guy, he's been everywhere there is. He's won championships pretty much in every promotion he's been in.
CZW,
he's world-renowned.
Ring of Honor, JCW. He was on NXT.
Yes, he was. He's wrestled in Japan. Misawa, the Japanese wrestler, gave him a special elbow pad that he still wears to this day, and he's known as the knockout artist for a reason.
What an honor to have such a highly renowned wrestler come here to Rockstar.
Absolutely. I'm stoked to call his match.
Yeah. That'll be a nice notch in the old belt for you.
Absolutely.
But that doesn't make any sense, does it? Does that mean you're getting fatter or skinnier?
I am getting fatter, but I don't know if calling Chris Hero has anything to do with that.
Good point. So, Chris Hero is going to be here. We'll also see Eric Ryan versus Nate Wings. That'll be a cool one.
Yeah, Eric Ryan, he's been here the last few pay-per-views, and he always puts on a good match.
Yeah, the fans keep telling him to come back, and he continues to do so. So that's a good relationship.
And he keeps coming back. There's that word again?
No.
Never mind.
I wasn't even thinking. It's a Freudian slip, maybe.
And not only that, the CZW World Heavyweight Championship will be on the line.
That's true.
Black G's defends the belt against Dave Christ. What a match that's going to be.
That will be super awesome. We're always entertained by Dave, but to have the CZW World Champion come to our promotion to defend his title here, there's a lot on the line.
Yeah, that's a huge deal to have the CZW Championship defended on a Rockstar show. It's rare that the CZW title gets defended anywhere else but a Combat Zone Wrestling event, so what a huge coup for Rockstar Pro Wrestling.
Indeed. And speaking of championships, we're going to see two former Rockstar Pro champions, Aaron Williams versus DJ Hyde. I know who the crowd's going to be behind in that one.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, yeah, you said it all. Two former champions right here, two of the best, not just in Rockstar Pro, but in all of ND Professional Wrestling. That's going to be a great match right there.
Absolutely. And continuing with the championship theme, well, we may have to catch some people up if they haven't been paying attention.
That's right. American Luchador Championship will be on the line in this match.
That's right.
Alex Colon defends against the Ginger Juggernaut Jeremiah. And for those that haven't heard, Alex Colon is the American Luchador champion once again. I mean,
that's right, due to some lawyering, basically.
Yeah, the Gem City Queen Nevaeh, unfortunately, she got injured a few weeks ago and amped. A severe leg injury. She won't be in action for quite a while. And due to that, JT Davidson, Alex Colon's advocate, found a bylaw in the contract that says since she can't defend the title, it reverts back to the former champion, which is, of course, Alex Colon.
I want to know who wrote the rules for the American Luchador Championship.
I don't know.
Because I think I need to see that rule book. It sounds like there's lots of little clauses and riders in there.
Yeah, I almost feel like JT Davidson found the clause, read it himself, and then burned the contract. I don't know. But
quite possibly.
Nobody's seen it. I haven't seen it.
Nevaeh may not be the American Luchador champion anymore, but we will have some amazing women's action on Heroes Holiday Homecoming. Heidi Lovelace versus Lufisto.
Now, these are two of the best female wrestlers in all of the world. I mean, this one, if you know anything about women's wrestling, these are two of the best female wrestlers. I mean, you won't see a better match anywhere in the United States, dare I say the world, when it comes to women's action than Heidi Lovelace versus Lufisto.
Right, many of our Rockstar Nation fans are very familiar with Lufisto.
Yeah.
But for some, this may be their first time seeing Heidi Lovelace perform in person. Should be an amazing experience for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
In addition, we've already mentioned the man simply known as Michael and his hardcore match with Matt Tremont.
Yeah, the Bulldozer Matt Tremont, one of the best deathmatch wrestlers in the entire world. He's taken the deathmatch wrestling scene by storm right now, and he's going to bring some of that deathmatch to the man simply known as Michael.
Yeah, and if you thought Ganger versus Michael was a violent match, just wait until you see this one.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure Ganger will probably be watching this match with a smile on his face.
That's I imagine so. And let's not forget True Grit, Bruce Gray, in his match against Derek Direction.
Yeah, last month at A Killer Christmas, he brought in this Derek Direction guy to face Jeremiah when Gray was scheduled to face Jeremiah. Jeremiah beat Direction right away, and then Gray turned on Derek Direction. Well, let's see if this Derek Direction kid can get some revenge here.
Yeah, I don't think you can trust Bruce very far. He's
No.
like Jake the Snake, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can't trust that man. Also, we're likely to see Jake Kris, our Rockstar champion, we think.
Yeah.
We don't know. After tonight, he may not be anymore. But if he's champion, you're going to see him in action for damn sure.
Jake Kris will be in action. Chris Hero will be in action. It's going to be an off-the-charts event. Make sure you're here.
That is all very, very true. So, without any further ado, why don't we take it on to the Spotlight segment?
It's time for the Rockstar Wrestler Spotlight.
All right, Rockstar Nation, as we've already mentioned on this episode, we're recording this before, the amped before Heroes Holiday Homecoming. So,
right.
We're recording on a short notice here. In fact, such a short notice that we really couldn't get any of the Rockstar wrestlers to join us on the Spotlight segment.
Wait, we couldn't?
Well, I'm sorry if I presented this in a way that made you feel more valued or made you feel like a superstar, but you're kind of a backup plan here, Mark.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
So I'm the guest.
So you're the guest.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
what do
great.
you think about
I can do
that?
that. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, I think.
Yeah, people love you. People want to...
All right.
Oh, wait.
Whoa.
Wait, what's going on here?
I believe you found a guest.
Uh-oh.
It's everyone's favorite Homey.
Hey, it's Pompano Joe.
Well,
Yeah,
here he is.
yeah.
Everyone's favorite homie. I guess we got a new guest here, Chris.
Yeah, well,
That's right. You guys are my homies, right?
so I guess you weren't busy before the show today.
No. I was just big leaguing you guys. I was
Oh, okay.
saying what's up to my friends.
Well, at least you're honest there. I totally appreciate that.
I noticed that you just made yourself at home here on the couch.
Yeah. I'm
That's
glad
okay.
you guys could have me. I just kind of waved my way right in between you guys here.
You have that kind of, I don't know, almost slithery manner about you, where you can just, whoop, pop right into a situation, right?
I got some moves, boy.
Yeah, so, Pompano Joe, like, where to begin? I guess a good starting point for me is, what's a pompano?
Well, in truth, a pompano is a fish. I love the beach.
Yeah?
I love to go fishing. I grew up down in Florida,
Mm-hmm.
and one of the main fishes down there is a pompano fish. And
That was it?
that's it.
Do a lot of homies fish? Is that a normal thing for homies to do? I don't even know.
Oh yeah, we fish, we surf, we skate, we dance, we hang glide, we skydive, we do everything.
That
We
sounds-
go with the flow.
Well, I gotta ask then, where did you get the everybody's favorite homie? Where did that come from? That just started happening like a month or so ago.
Well, I just was kind of thinking, and it just kind of clicked.
Yeah?
Who's everyone's favorite homie?
Well, I mean, you've said many times, it's you.
Do we have a video up in here?
We can record
Because-
some video.
Because we should see some of this dancing I got going on here.
He is doing a lot of dancing.
That is true. Joe, maybe you don't understand how a podcast works, but, this is an audio recording.
Oh, this isn't one of those high-tech ones?
Well, we might have some stills. Maybe we can take some pictures of you, but unfortunately we don't have a whole lot of video, and some of it's going to be in MP3 format.
I'll still continue dancing.
Well,
Yeah, that's
you know.
not gonna slow him down at all.
Yeah, that's quite all right. Well,
Because I'm still everyone's favorite homie. That's right.
I have to wonder, early on, when you first came to Rockstar, I was a little confused about that notion of a pompano, and I kind of did think it was a fish. So, I know you have kind of that beach, vibe, it's where you're from. And
Pirate type.
Yeah, the pirate. So, why not go full out, right? What is it about the pirate lifestyle that you refuse to embrace, right? That you stay as a kind of lone wolf, or a lone fish, as it were.
I was gonna say a lone
Who
wolf.
said I'm refusing the pirate lifestyle?
Oh, really?
I mean, I got the facial hair. I got the moves.
Do pirates have moves?
Have you seen them with swords?
Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
guess, some sword
You
fighting.
gotta have moves.
Jack Sparrow style. I guess, he has a certain swagger about him. Drunken swagger, though. And that
Yeah.
doesn't seem to be quite your style. You're all about the clean living,
I
right,
like to
Joe?
translate it into some moves in the ring.
Oh,
You know, do some spin maneuvers, arm waves.
yeah.
I
And
just like to have fun.
yeah, we've noticed you
At the same time, lay a few boots in there.
You know, you seem to be enjoying your work a bit more these days. We've noticed
for sure.
you're a little less concerned about, whether the crowd likes you or dislikes you or what they think at all, and you're just kind of out there having a good time. What kind of brought that about? What made you,
You got it.
just let go?
Well, once I realized I was everyone's favorite homie,
Yeah.
I figured I had to go in there, and instead of pushing my focus on the maneuvers and the submissions, I put it into dancing and strutting.
Okay. And, has that been a successful strategy for
So
you?
far, so good. I love it.
Yeah? Now, I know we've seen a lot of videos of you on Rockstar's YouTube page, talking to other wrestlers, talking to Mark here himself,
Yeah.
talking to some-
Everybody loves me. Have you seen him?
Well, I don't know if that's necessarily my impression, but you're certainly making the rounds, right? You're doing the social networking thing, only in person, it seems, here at Rockstar.
Yeah. I like to grab JP and we'll go up to some of my favorite homies just to see what they think. I try to find new tag team partners, new managers. I even tried to join Mark one time.
Yeah,
that
you
didn't
did.
work out, did it?
Well, he never let me know about it. He was supposed to.
Well, by the way, for the time being, it seems to be kind of full up there, but I'll get back to you later.
Yeah, I mean, hell, we had 3 people up there
Yes.
last couple weeks at
Well,
AMP.
that was last week. What about tonight?
I don't know, talk to John Murray about it.
Well, you've got a
Seriously.
match tonight.
Oh, I was too busy styling and dancing over here.
Wait,
I
wait.
got a little excited. That's right. I do got Alex Colon tonight for the Lucha Core title.
Yeah, you have a huge match like that, and you just forgot about it? I guess that's how much of a free spirit you are.
Have you seen me in the ring lately? It's the
that's
same
true.
mindset. You just gotta let your mind wander and go with the flow.
Go with the flow, huh? Well, I mean, how do you go with the flow in a Lucha Core match? Because, I mean, that can mean going outside the ring and grabbing some weapons. I mean, things can get pretty rough.
Essentially, that is the nature of the match. You have to go with the flow.
Mm-hmm.
There's a 20 count. Outside the ring, disqualifications can't happen.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a whole different ball game. You can go in thinking you're going to have a regular match inside those ropes, and next thing you know, you're getting slammed on the concrete.
That's true.
You're getting hit with a chair. On the outside, it is perfectly legal. So you do have to go with the flow.
I can see that. I mean, at least for 20 seconds at a time,
Yeah.
right? You've got to go with the flow
It's
or
a
get
little
your ass
different.
back in that ring.
It's a little different style, and tonight I'm prepared.
Yeah? What have you been doing to prepare for this, possibly biggest opportunity of your career so far?
Well, you got to train hard. You got to eat right. And mainly, I've been working on some new dance maneuvers for you guys.
Yeah, and
You got some new ones tonight?
Well, you got to get the guy down to be able to show off.
Okay.
That's one of the big things.
right.
So if I can't get him down, I can't show off.
That's true. So don't you think it might be, I don't know, maybe a better use of your time to work on moves to get Alex down before you strut and do your thing and, wave your arms? in
Maybe
that
so, but
strange
that's
manner?
not my style. I'm everyone's favorite homie.
Yes, we're aware. Yeah, that's great.
This just got all Dumb and Dumber right here. But
Yeah, that's not aggravating at all.
well, Chris, he did say he was working on his moves though. They were just his dance moves.
Dance
not his
moves, yeah,
wrestling moves, but splitting hairs, I guess.
And I've heard in the crowd, don't get me wrong, we know you're not too concerned, aside with being everyone's favorite homie, with what the crowd thinks of you these days. And I know some are very against you, some are very for you. And I think a lot of your fans, I'll say, in the Pompano Nation, can we call it that?
Pompano Nation, I like it.
I don't know, have been calling, I think, from what I hear out in the crowds, for those kind of pirate-themed moves. I've heard for a call for a parrot plunge. I've heard a call for a pirate plex.
Wow, that's a good one. I like that
Yeah,
one. The
I mean,
Pirate Plex.
do you think you
Wow.
might work some of those into your
Yeah,
repertoire?
What are some other ones? You got any more?
Well-
what would a pirate plex look like? Is that like a suplex with an eye patch on? What is that? I don't
See,
know.
I just figured it was
That would
super.
just be my back suplex there. It's the Pirate Plex.
Okay, there we go.
There we
okay.
go.
I figured it would be a fisherman's suplex.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's already got a fisherman name. in
Yeah,
it.
that's true. That's
You
true.
could fish for some
Yeah, wouldn't be
pompanos?
very original. Yeah. the Pompano Plunge, the Pompano Press. I'm at a loss for some of the other ones. I know there are more. Walk the plank, grab the booty.
True.
I don't know.
Grab the booty.
There are so many options for you.
I like them.
We're just trying to help you be everyone's favorite homie.
Well, I have noticed lately that more and more of the crowd seems to be getting behind you here. I mean, at first when you started this everyone's favorite homie thing, it seemed like people were against it, but now you're kind of winning the crowd over.
I don't know about that.
Well, just from an outsider's perspective,
sure,
that's what it seemed like.
Well, to me, it seems like everybody loves me. As I'm walking through that curtain and down that aisle, it's just love me or hate me. They're making noise.
Yeah, some are making noise. But,
either you're with me or you're against me. I don't care. I'm in the groove.
Yeah, in that groove. So, I think part of the reason of the Backstage Pass spotlight is so that, our listeners, the Rockstar Nation, can really get into the heads of the Rockstar Pro wrestlers. What color is the sky in your world, Joe? Because it seems to be, your perception is just a little different from everyone else's.
I don't think it's that far off from reality. The sky is as blue as my boots.
Oh, wow. That's sky blue. Pretty good. Although, of late, here in the Dayton area, it's been pretty gray.
That is true.
Like Bruce.
I don't know about it. It hasn't been that gray.
That's true. So, we were thinking maybe, we know you're pumped for this match you have tonight with Alex. By the time the Rockstar Nation hears this match will have been completed. Who knows? You may be the Lucha Core champion by the time the Rockstar Nation hears this.
I will be the Lucha Core champion, and I will continue as everyone's favorite homie.
Well, you may well be. So let's maybe get some of your reactions to Heroes Holiday Homecoming. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about what you think of these wrestlers. Who amongst them are your homies? Who maybe aren't? And what you might think of these matches. And I think we should start with the American Lucha Core Championship match, which is scheduled right now to be Alex Colon versus Jeremiah, but we do know it could end up being Pompano Joe versus Jeremiah.
Well, both Alex Colon and Jeremiah are my homies. They might not want to think it, but I know they are.
Yeah.
And when I beat Alex Colon tonight for the Lucha Core Championship, I don't know if they're going to make it a three-way dance or if they're just going to sub me in there or what. But I will walk out that match as the Lucha Core champion. What do you think about that?
Well, I have to question, what your plans are for celebration. I mean, Alex, that belt means a lot to him. I have a feeling he's not going to be too happy to just hand it over if you win that match.
Well, I'll just have to be on the watch out. Yeah. I know he's into the sneak attacks. He's got some big backup.
He does. Craven may be in his corner. We know JT Davidson's always planning something.
I just got to get out of their way. That way I can dance my way to celebrate.
But here's the thing. If you're everyone's favorite homie, do you think they'll go out for a drink with you if you beat them?
True.
Yeah? You and Alex can share a drink after a hard-fought contest?
I think Alex appreciates a good athletic competition. Yeah. And if I give him a good enough match, if I show good enough dance moves, I think he will.
Possibly.
And we talked about how Jeremiah is scheduled in that match on Friday. I mean, you've known Jeremiah for a long time, haven't you?
Mm-hmm. True. I've known Jeremiah almost my whole career.
Has he always been your favorite homie, or what's the deal there?
Well, he hasn't always been my favorite homie. We've been on the opposite ends many different times.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't you have that, what was that, that powder match? What was that called?
Powder on a pole?
Powder on a pole, I believe?
How did they put powder on a pole? It seems like it would slide right off.
It was in a bag.
Oh, in a bag. That makes so much more sense.
Yeah.
I should have thought that.
The outcome didn't go so well for everyone's favorite homie.
No, I wasn't sure if I should bring that up or not.
Yeah. Well, I can admit when I got one put over on me, and that backfired. I ended up getting kicked with right in the face.
So that was just powder, right? That wasn't, like
any
substances.
Get your mind out of the gutter, Turner.
I started wondering if that substance kind of transformed you into everybody's favorite homie. I'm not even sure.
That's quite a thought.
I'd be a lot quicker. I would be talking a lot more right now.
Okay.
That's a good point. You know what?
I might not even be in here.
I think there is a very strict drug policy here at Rockstar. So
that is true.
Odds are you've passed the pee test, the hair test, and every other test you can think of.
Blood test.
Blood test. They don't, homies don't use drugs. Right?
Homies don't play that.
At least not winter homies. Let's hear about some of these other individuals. Maybe you consider them homies.
Yeah, we've got a
well.
great card this Friday.
Aaron Williams and DJ Hyde, are either of them your homies?
They're both my homies. They're both great competitors. I'm interested to see how that'll turn out.
I think we have a theme going here, Chris. I think everybody's his homie.
Duh!
I didn't pick up on that.
Everyone's favorite homie. I get along with everyone, whether you know it or not. You look at Mark Turner.
He's starting to win me over.
The whole
I must
time.
say.
He
win
tries
me
to
over.
act like he's not into it, but I know he is.
He does look like he's enjoying himself.
He proves that I'm everyone's favorite homie.
I might have to pull some strings. Maybe I can get him on commentary.
Maybe,
I'm not even sure.
maybe.
I don't know.
One of our biggest guests, his name's in the title of the pay-per-view, is Chris Hero. Have you met Chris Hero before?
No, I've never had the pleasure of being on the same show with him.
So Oh no, please.
Tonight will be the first one. It'll be an experience. I've always enjoyed the work, and I think he'll put on some great matches here at Rockstar.
Okay, so I have a bit of a logical trap for you, right? You're everyone's favorite homie, but you've never met Chris Hero, but he's still you're still his favorite homie.
He has to meet me first. Once he meets me.
Oh, so there's an asterisk at the end of everyone's favorite homie.
If you don't know, how can you be everyone's favorite homie if you don't know about me?
I don't know. You're the one who
That's
says
why I
everyone.
barged into this podcast to make sure I'm more well known. That way I can be everyone's favorite homie.
You know what, Chris? I think everybody knows Pompano Joe. I'm sure Chris Hero is studying his Pompano Joe DVDs back at home.
Maybe.
Yeah. I'm sure the DVDs are just him dancing, but still, it's pretty entertaining.
You know what I think you need to really get in people's minds in a way that is just so hard to be rid of is you need an animated GIF. I think, do you have a name for the dance for your Pompano Joe dance?
Would you like to make one now? I kind of see it as a wave.
Oh, I kind of see that. I think about that terrible book I had to read in junior high, The Wave. Did you guys have to read that?
No.
Maybe I'm older than you.
No, sorry.
But maybe The Wave, I can see that.
Yeah, I'd love to see just on Vine, Pompano Joe different dance moves,
Ooh,
just posting it every day. Yeah, I'd love
Do you have a Vine account?
No, I do not.
Oh, man.
Do you tweet? Do you Instagram?
I got a Twitter at Pompano Joe.
At Pompano Joe, there you go. You can be Joe's next favorite homie.
That's right, add me. We can all be homies.
So, Joe, one thing we like to do, kind of to wrap up our interviews here on Backstage Pass, when we're shining the spotlight on you, is to go through some of the Rockstar roster. And I know we started a little bit talking about Heroes Holiday Homecoming, but maybe we can continue. What I want you to do is give me the first word that comes to your mind when I tell you a wrestler's name. And Mark, you want to jump in on this too?
Sure.
So again, just the first word that comes to your mind. Okay, so let's see. Let's start with, he's challenging for the CZW World Championship this Friday. Dave Christ.
Homie.
Okay.
How about Jake Christ?
Homie.
Well, how about John Murray?
Well, homie.
All right. Well, here's one most people don't. Most people don't like him. JT Davidson.
JT Davidson. Oh, well, he's got one big mouth on him, but homie.
Homie.
All right. Still didn't stop him.
Well, what about Samantha Heights?
Homie.
So homie is gender neutral. I thought it might be homette.
Very good. I thought, or homegirl or something.
Yeah.
No, it's with an I.
Oh, I see. So homie for the male is a Y. For a woman, it's a I.
It's just homie with an I? I thought it was IE. Never mind. Spelling wasn't my forte.
I don't believe it's in the dictionary.
Well, maybe that's something we'll look up for the next episode.
How about Webster, as in Webster's Dictionary? What do you think about him?
Yeah.
Homie.
I think I get the idea. We might as well try one last one. Rockstar Pro Champion, Jake Chris. Let me guess.
Homie!
Well, Joe, I hate to say it's been a pleasure because it hasn't, but thanks for joining us.
Come on, Chris. I had fun tonight.
Did you?
Come on, it was fun.
You know what?
I have another question for Pompano. What's that hand gesture he always does with that?
The hand slash.
I feel like doing it right now, to be honest.
It's like a sword, and I'm chopping your neck.
Another pirate thing.
Oh, it's a pirate sword.
There we go. There we go.
It's all making much more sense to me than before. Maybe I've been too hard on Joe.
Yeah, I think you've been too hard on him. How about, you know what? Before we all leave, how about all of us say everyone's favorite
Homey! Work on your dance moves, Turner.
Oh, yo ho, a pirate's life for me. We pillage, we plunder, we rifle and loot. Drink up, me hearties, yo ho. We kidnap and ravage and don't give a hoot. Bring up, me hearties, yo ho. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. We extort, we pilfer, we filch and sack. Drink up, me hearties, yo ho. Maraud and embezzle and even hijack. Drink up, me hearties, yo ho.
All right, and we're back. Mark, you know, as enjoyable, you know, I can't believe I'm saying this, but as enjoyable as our time with Pompano Joe was.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I'm still kind of bummed that I didn't get the chance to dig deeply, you know, into your mind and find out what makes you tick.
Well, maybe some other day.
Maybe. I think that's you know, some darkness that maybe our fans will be privy to later on in the series of this show.
All right. I don't know if people want to know what makes me tick, though. Well, after the Pompano thing, I might be a little more positive. I don't know.
I think so.
He has a good attitude.
You know, again, you can't see him, Nation, but he is moving his arms in a Pompano-like fashion.
Yeah, he taught me that. I didn't know how to move like that before.
Well, hey, we learn something new every day, right?
That we do.
Whether useful or not. So, we just want to remind everybody to be here at 1106 East 3rd Street in lovely, beautiful Dayton, Ohio.
Lovely, despite the noises we heard that were possible gunshots earlier.
Yeah, you know what? Whatever's going on in the outside world, you can forget it once you're within the warm embrace.
That's right.
Of the Rockstar Nation at Rockstar Pro Arena. Be here every Wednesday for Amped. Those are a hell of a lot of fun.
Yep.
And be here this Friday, January 2nd, 2015!
2015. That still doesn't sound right. You know, 2015, in Back to the Future 2, don't they have flying cars and hoverboards in 2015?
Yeah, I know. I feel cheated.
I do feel cheated as well. Maybe by the time this podcast is out, we'll have flying cars.
Maybe. All I got to say is thanks, science. You know, hey, G-Force.
We should have had G-Force on the show tonight.
Where's my goddamn jetpack? Where's my hoverboard?
I'm going to go talk to him right now.
Yeah. You know, I feel like he's just hoarding this technology for himself.
Selfish son of a bitch.
So as upset as we may be with G-Force, there's really a lot to be happy about around here at Rockstar. We've got Heroes Holiday Homecoming. Again, no comment about cum. We'll drop that for now and let us never speak of it again.
Yeah, Chris Hero is in the house this Friday.
That's right.
We have the 3-year anniversary coming up. How huge is that?
It's pretty massive, you know. Independent wrestling organizations come and go in this country and all over the world.
That they do.
So to be here for 3 years, that's a pretty big milestone for Rockstar.
And I hear that Rockstar Pro has some tricks up its sleeve planned for that 3-year anniversary show. I'm not going to tip its hand, though. You'll have to show up each and every Wednesday to find out what's going to be scheduled for that show.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about Heroes Holiday Homecoming, what fans can expect from that match. As we said, Chris Hero will be there. Jake Christ, our Rockstar Pro champion, if he's still champion, will be there. But there's a lot of other great matches coming up, too.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, as you were saying, Chris Hero's great, but before we get to him, Bruce Gray is going to be taking on Derek Direction.
That's true. That'll be a great match. Bruce has that chip on his shoulder, but I think Derek's a little pissed off at his treatment by Bruce over the last few weeks. We also have Eric Ryan, a favorite of the last few pay-per-views here at Rockstar, versus Nate Wings.
Yeah, those are two high flyers right there. That's going to be a great match. You don't need to know anything more about that. Great wrestling right there.
It's true. We're also going to see a hardcore match in the man simply known as Michael versus Matt Tremont.
That thing is going to be bloody and off the charts.
Yeah. So, again, we've said it before, but if you like seeing Michael get beat up, come to the pay-per-view. In addition, there's going to be an awesome... Oh, you smiled at me because I said the word come.
I think you did a hand motion while you said it, whether you know or not.
Oh, man. So many of these slips. So... this is the worst time to go into the women's match after what we just discussed.
But yes.
Let's try to be mature here.
Okay.
Super Hardcore Anime Lufisto versus Heidi Lovelace.
That's going to be great. I mean, two of the best women's wrestlers in the world. Lufisto is just ranked the #5 women's wrestler in the world in PWI Magazine.
Pretty amazing.
She's one of the best, and she'll be taking on another one of the best in Heidi Lovelace.
Right here in Dayton, Ohio. Additionally, as you heard on the Spotlight, we're going to have an American Luchacore Championship match. Possibly Alex Colon if he's still the winner after tonight's match. But who knows, maybe Pompano Joe, dear God. Versus Jeremiah.
Yeah, that's going to be a great match no matter who it is. I mean, Alex Colon and Jeremiah, two of the best wrestlers here in Rockstar Pro. Mm-hmm. Hey, even if it's Pompano Joe and Jeremiah, I mean, those two, they've had quite a personal feud here in the past. So, hey, if they reinvent that, that'd be great too.
Yeah, quite a history for sure. And speaking of history, two men who have some, Aaron Williams and DJ Hyde, both former Rockstar Pro champions at opposite ends of the spectrum, I'd say.
Yeah, absolutely. Two of the best wrestlers in all of the world going face-to-face here at a Heroes Holiday Homecoming.
You know, we actually forgot to talk about it at the top of the show, but we've seen Aaron Williams and our Rockstar Pro champion, Jake Kris, go through some amazing matches in the past few weeks.
How did we not talk about that? I had it on my notes.
I don't know. We're idiots.
There's just so much to talk about. But yeah, Jake Kris and Aaron Williams, some of the best matches you'll see. They had a 45-minute time limit draw. Mm-hmm. They had an Iron Man match that Jake won 1-0. They had a match before all of that Bruce Gray interfered. That who knows, that may have gone on for 90 minutes for all we know.
Thanks, Bruce.
But what a great series of matches they had, and anytime you get guys like Jake and Aaron in the ring, they're going to tear it up.
Yeah, and you know, we've talked before about the high level of competition here, and you see that on display in this sort of a series of matches between wrestlers like Jake Kris and Aaron Williams. But when you get Aaron Williams versus DJ Hyde, yeah, you know, there's the competitiveness, but there's also a clash of personalities, and I think it's a lot about respect in this match.
Yeah, and DJ Hyde, you know, like you said, you're getting two opposite personalities, while Aaron and Jake, they're very similar in how they appreciate the fans here in Rockstar Pro, and they want to put on a great show for the fans. DJ Hyde, I don't think he cares at all what the fans think.
No.
He wants to end a match with Aaron Williams in 5 seconds. If he can hit him with a lariat and beat him right after the bell, he'll do it. While Jake and Aaron, I think they could entertain Rockstar Pro all night long.
We could have a card that's just them, with an intermission in between.
Hey, I'd be game for that.
But let's not forget another championship match that will be on the line this Friday, and that's the CZW World Championship, held currently by Black G's versus our own Dave Kris of OI4K.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier, but what an honor to have the CZW World title defended here at a Rockstar Pro event. Very rare that ever happens outside of CZW, and we get that right here at a Heroes Holiday Homecoming. And maybe Dave Kris can take the gold home, and maybe he can become one half of the CZW Tag Team Champions and the CZW World Heavyweight Champion.
Man, you know, Jake mentioned it last month, but I guess they do have to buy a lot of sunglasses, because that's a lot of gold to be carrying around.
That is a lot of gold.
For sure. So, speaking of Dave, I forgot to throw this in there. You know, usually we have to cringe a little bit if we talk about Botchamania, particularly if one of our favorite wrestlers, you know, hurts himself or something. But there's a great bit with Dave in one of the newest Botchamanias. I think it's
I haven't checked this out. Tell me about it.
Either 263 or 264.
Okay.
Just go to botchamania.com. And it's not Dave botching a move.
Okay.
It's Dave talking about one of the most infamous botches. I think it's Merrick. I can't remember the dude's name.
Oh, Merrick Brave.
Who does?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
The weird backflip onto his own stomach and then fall through a table.
Yes. As weird as it sounds, I think I may have been at that show years ago.
Wow.
But yeah, Merrick Brave, who used to be a tag team champion with Tyler Black, who's now Seth Rollins. He used to be called the Black and the Brave. Very, yeah.
See, that's why we keep you around, Mark.
Absolutely.
I got that. You know what you're talking about.
I have an encyclopedia of weird wrestling knowledge, but I can't remember anything I learned in high school. How about that?
Nobody needs any of that stuff anyway, right?
You know what? Yeah, Pompano Joe taught me I just need to be everybody's favorite homie, right?
Oh, God, please don't let this completely rub off on you. He's doing the dance again.
I'm kind of dancing. I don't know if it's Pompano style, but I'm dancing.
So, yeah, we do ask that you be here January 2nd, Friday, 7:30 is the bell. Be here. It's going to be awesome. $10, $15 for front row seats. And then down the road a little bit at the end of the month, January 24th, we have a great show lined up here at Rockstar Pro Arena. It's going to be Tear Out the Heart. which is a pretty cool band name, with some local support from Believe, Juggernaut, Two Punch Gun, and Sentenced to Sickness. That's kind of a hard band name to say.
Yeah, absolutely it is. But every concert here at the Rockstar Pro is a great event, so make sure you're there. You can dance there like Pompano Joe. Nobody will question you.
It's true. It's true. So January 24th, it's $10. Show up, rock out. Should be a good time, and we hope to see you this Friday, January 2nd, at Heroes Holiday Homecoming.
I can't wait.
We'll see you there.
That's all for this episode. Be sure to come back for another edition of Backstage Pass, Rockstar Pro Wrestling's official podcast.
So,
I was like, are we really just going to move on?
shit.
Keep that in there, though.
Yeah,
Since you laughed
totally.
after.
Oh, I'm definitely keeping that in there.